If you're a student and you're about to write your exams and your lecturer tells you there are areas of concentrations that you should focus on in order for you to pass the exam, do you think you should fail the exams? These are some of the things that happen if you don't follow the instructions given to you by the person that originated marriage. My name is Sandra Ezeji Anyaele. I am your marriage foundation coach. And as always, I want to thank all those that have subscribed to my YouTube channel. And I want to tell those that are contemplating, should I subscribe? Should I not subscribe? So please subscribe to this life-changing channel. Today, we are going to talk about a very interesting topic. It's interesting because a lot of people don't even know about it. But because I know and I want you to succeed in your marriage, that is why I have come to talk about it. Today, we are going to talk about 5 foundational truths that will sustain your marriage. I hope you will be happy to hear that. The first foundational truth that most people know, but they don't really understand the meaning of that foundational truth is, the two shall become one flesh. Now in the comment section, if you know you've heard about this, please, let's have it in the comment section. Write it down. I have heard it. I have heard it. I've heard it. So that we understand ourselves. Now, the two becoming one flesh. Sweethearts, it took me time to understand this. I don't want to claim that I've always known this. Yes, I know that the two will become one flesh according to the Bible, but the understanding now that I have is deeper. And that understanding that I have now is what I'm sharing with you because I have also implemented it. The two becoming one flesh means that two of you on your wedding day, you came in as two people, but you are living as one person. Let me explain. If your name is Sandra, for instance, and your husband's name is Chekwas, for instance, two becoming one flesh means that two of you are going to answer one name. And that is why after signing all the signables, you will now be declared man and wife. And the officiating minister or the priest or whoever that is coordinating the marriage will say, I am now introducing you to Mr. and Mrs. Anyaele. Let me use Anyaele as an example. Now, when the officiating minister says, I am now introducing you to Mr. and Mrs. Anyaele, it means that Sandra is no longer there. Chekwas is no longer there. What two people are now are one person, Mr. and Mrs. Anyaele, one name. And again, if your name is Sandra, if your name is Chekwas, what it also means that you are leaving that wedding hall as one person. Now, you are going to coin that name to be one name. What do I mean? We have used Sandra and Chekwa, for instance. It's not difficult. It is something you can do. And by the time you understand this, it will help you, to avoid certain things that cause issues in marriage. Sandra and Chekwa will now become Chesa. It sounds funny, right? But that's the truth. Like I said, these are foundational truths that you need to know in order to sustain your marriage. And if you don't know this foundational truth, or if you know this foundational truth and you don't want to do anything about it, then you are creating problem for yourself. Now we have Chesa. It means that if you want to open an account, the account will be a Chesa, so that I'll have access to that account. Your husband will also have access to that account. I don't know why people shy away from some of these things. If you have joint account, it does not mean that you will not have a personal account. No, I am not ruling that out. But what I'm saying that two becoming one flesh means that two of you came in as two people, but you are now living as one person. This is a foundational truth that a lot of people have shied away from understanding. This is a foundational truth that a lot of people know and they don't want to implement it. This is a foundational truth that when you follow it and when you understand it and abide by it, your marriage will be good. Yes, I am telling you for a certainty that two becoming one flesh means that two of you, you are not two different individuals again. You are now one. It is not just by saying it. You are one in the way you do things, in making decisions, and so many other things. So I think we understand that. Now in the comment section, if you know your name and your husband's name, please, can you start now to type when you combine both names, what it will be. Just it's like an assignment, but it's fun. In the comment section, coin both names. You can pick, one or two letters from here and there. Join it and let it become something. And that is what you and your husband are. Then the second thing that we want to talk about is blood is thicker than water. A lot of times we hear that. A lot of time people talk about it. A lot of time people, use it in making sentences. When they want to refer, to the relationship they have between their siblings or within their family and a friend, maybe an outsider or something, they will not tell you that blood is thicker than water. Yes, truly blood is thicker than water. But in the context of marriage, let me explain. Blood being thicker than water means that your wife is your blood. You know that when a woman gives birth, there's water that breaks. So if this water breaks, it means that the baby is almost out. Yes, that's it. Women can relate to this. Now, before now, we understood it that blood, that is our siblings, our family, is thicker than water, is stronger. But the proper understanding now is that your wife, because marriage is a covenant, and that covenant, marriage covenant, is sealed by blood. That is the blood that the Bible is talking about. Yes, that is the blood the Bible is talking about. Then being thicker than water means that water is the water, you and your sibling share the same water. Yes, because it's the same mother and father that gave birth to, that is just what it means. Contrary to what people believe. By the way, I was able to understand this clearer by listening to somebody that I'll have to mention because I need to acknowledge him. Yes, I listened to him and I understood it, but I still had to make my own research. I did not just listen to him and, took it like that. I had to make my own research. His name is Pastor Kingsley Okonkwo. You might as well go to his channel, to check out what he's doing. He's so passionate about relationship. So he was the first person that mentioned it. And I was like, what? This was not the understanding we had. I had to go and make research. And upon researching, I found out that that was the truth. So because marriage is a covenant, and covenant is binded by blood. So your wife is the blood the Bible was talking about. Why your siblings are the water? Because, when a woman gives birth, like I said, the water breaks. If the water breaks, is that water that holds you or binds you and your siblings, contrary to what people believed before, that it is the blood. So the blood that we are talking about, please, is the covenant that is sealed by blood, the one that you have with your wife, because marriage is a covenant and it is God that is between that covenant. As much as I don't want to turn my channel into a religious channel, but there are some things that I need to still pick from the Bible, because the originator of marriage is God. I cannot give that to another person. So that's why once in a while I still refer to the Bible. So having said that, you can now see why the bond that holds a man and a woman, or a husband and a wife, is very strong. I hope you get that now. By the time you understand this, you will know that marriage is so sacred that you don't just, disintegrate it anyhow. Another foundational truth that I want to talk about is for richer and for poorer. Sweethearts, sometimes when we take these vows, we don't even understand what they mean. For richer and for poorer means that it might not be rosy all the time. There are some times that maybe a partner will lose his or her job, and the other partner has to help out. Yes, that's what it means. It means that, sometimes things cannot go the way you planned it, but it doesn't mean that you should end the relationship. That's just what it means. It also means that people think that marriage is just, from beginning to the end, it's just rosy, 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 rosy. Sometimes there are crises, but, you have to reduce the frequency and the severity of the crisis you see in marriage, because crises are always there. Yes, anybody telling you that it's all rosy is lying to you. Yes, that is just the truth, and I am not here to lie to you. For richer and for poorer, it means that there are some times that it is not all rosy. Yes, that's what it means. But by the knowledge you have, it will help you to adapt or to cope. That is just what it means. So don't be looking at only the good side without considering the fact that there might be loopholes. Then what do you do when you see loopholes? This is why it is important for you to understand some of these principles in order for you to navigate. The fourth foundational truth I want to talk about is we are all made from dust. That has been the understanding. In fact, we sing it like a song. But the truth is, my darling, the man was made out of dust, while the woman was made out of the man. Have you seen that naturally it even makes sense for the woman to respect the man, because we were made out of the man? It's like a woman giving birth to a child. What do you expect? This child will respect the mom. That is the truth. That is what is expected. A woman being taken out of the man also means that this woman is looking up to this man. Yes, that's what it means. This man will now love this woman because this is a part of you. This person came out of you. So you don't have any choice than to love her. So have you now seen that some of these foundational truths are things that when we understand properly, it will help sustain our marriage? I decided to make this video in order to correct some impressions. Some people that do what they do in marriages are doing it because they are ignorant. That is why we are putting it out there so that people will learn. Now, after hearing all this, and you still decide that you will do what you want to do, or you want to do what society is teaching you to do, then it's up to you. Then I have done my part. That's the truth. Everybody was not made out of dust. That is the truth, sweetheart. The man was made out of dust, granted, but the woman was made out of the man. It means that this man takes the leadership position. It means that this man should be an exemplary. It means that this man should be doing things that the wife or the woman that is made out of him will copy and emulate. That is just the truth. So when next you hear the saying that we are all made from dust, please correct yourself or correct the person saying it and tell the person that we are not all made from dust. Rather, the man was made from dust while the woman was made out of the man. It also shows that God was sensible enough to put the man as the head of the home. So it means also that the man, when he's leading the home, he should lead well. The fifth and final foundational truth I want to talk about today is, he who finds a wife finds a good thing. This is something sweet. This is something nice. But sweetheart, do you know that you become a wife mentally? Yes, becoming a wife is a mental position. You become a wife, yes, before you are found. Does it make sense? It did not say he who finds a woman and makes her a wife finds a good thing. Did you get that? If you understand these things, it will help you sustain your home. That is just the truth. Let us not shy away from the truth. He who finds a wife, it means that as a single person, this is the time for you to learn how to respect a man, how to honor a man, how to submit to a man. That is the truth. So you don't have to do it when you are already married. No, you have to use your single years wisely. Use your single years to learn. Use your single years to read books. Use your single years to interact with people that are already married so that you will learn. Make up your mind that your marriage will work, and it will work. Take down this foundational truth. Go back to this video. Go through it again and again, so that you understand this foundational truth, and it will help sustain your marriage. Because sometimes if you don't know about something, ignorant, it has led a lot of people astray. Some people don't want to learn. Some people don't care. Some people, still believe that the way their forefathers did marriage is the way they will continue with it. Our forefathers did not know. They were not aware. Now that you know, what are you doing? If this video has made sense to you, please give this video a high thumbs up. Give it a thumbs up. In the comment section, tell us if there are, other things you want us to talk about. But these 5 basic truths will help you to sustain your marriage. Share this video. I want this video to reach as many people as possible so that they will learn just as you have learned. My mandate is to make sure that people coming into marriage understand what they are coming into marriage to do, and people who are already married will know what they will be doing in order to sustain their marriages. Yes, you can do that. I know you can do that. It is my duty to help you do that. And if you want a one-on-one section, reach out to me. We will gladly do that. Then if you are finding it difficult to coin a name that will make you and your partner one person, please reach out to me. I will help you to do that. Yes, effortlessly. I will gladly help you to do that. Then if there are other areas that you want me to comment, please reach out to me and I will gladly help you to do that. Because if you are not informed, you are deformed. Subscribe and turn on your notification button so that anytime I upload a new video, you will be the first to know. I love you so very much, and I'll see you in my next video.